Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I am Seraphi. Today, we are playing our third session of the IronSworn tabletop game. Uh, for anyone that might be unfamiliar with IronSworn, this is a rules light, narratively driven tabletop game. And what that means is that there's not a ton of rules, there's not a ton of math happening, and what really matters to the game is narration and justifying your moves with the story. This is our map here on the screen. This is the Ironlands, which is the primary setting for the game. And our people first came here 2 generations ago and have since settled the Ironlands and are just trying to survive, right? And we are someone known as an Ironsworn, who is someone that travels from town to town and helps out. And we do this by a mechanic known as swearing iron vows. That's the means by which we get quests and get experience. Now, a great thing about this game, again, if you haven't joined me before, is before you can play, you have to make a character, but you also have to determine what about your world is true. Like, what's the big things that is important about this setting? And you do that by filling out a pamphlet known as your truths. Now, here we have our truths. The biggest things to note is the reason we are here in the Ironlands is because our people were driven out by this warlike race known as the Skuld. And we now are constantly in fear that they're going to come back. We're worried that they will find us here in the Ironlands and they will do the same thing, because who knows what the westward ocean holds for us. I mean, we didn't even know the Ironlands were here. We just got on boats and left, and after many months, made landfall. In the reason, this game is called IronSworn. These are the Ironlands. What does that mean? Why is iron so important? And that's because when we showed up to the Ironlands are littered with all of these inscrutable metal pillars. They never dull, they never rust, you can't hurt them. And we don't know why they're here or what put them there. And because of that, most of our society believes that they were put there by gods. And there are multiple factions that seek to control those metal pillars. The biggest faction of which is the Iron Priests. The Iron Priests also are the only people that know how to make iron weapons and tools. So they have a lot of power in our world. You also determine if this land was settled before your people arrived, and it was. There's plenty of ruins that are made of a similar material to those pillars that we can't damage. And there's tons of ghosts and zombies and stuff there, and things that we don't understand. We live in communities of very small groups, very isolationist in nature. Again, an exception is those coastal settlements. Those coastal settlements are a little bigger, and they have standing armies that exist to watch for the Skuld threat. Leadership is varied. Each one kind of depends on where you're at and how that place came to be. We covered defense. Mysticism, magic here is very rare, but still very real. And depending on where you're at, that may be a bad thing or a good thing. We do have non-human races in this game. They are known as the Firstborn, and humans don't really care for them. They are a competitor for resources. They are different and alien and weird, and we don't trust them. We have here that the terms demon, alien, elf, firstborn, those are all synonyms to us. It's whatever your culture calls them. We don't worry about differentiating them because we don't suffer them to live for too awful long. We also determined that iron is an important implement when fighting these creatures because they don't like it. Kind of that classic trope of like magic hates iron kind of idea. And finally, we have both beasts, which is animals, which are we have unique animals to the setting. We have normal animals. They can become giants if they're the right species. But then we also have true monsters. Think of like your aboleths, your aberrations in D&D. Uh, these are creatures. They're not sentient, but they aren't of this world, and these also exist in the dark places. And those are the things that are true about our world. We are currently playing as Ursia the Wild, who is a born again nature worshiper, who is he's a thoughtful person, but he's not a smart person, right? In D&D, you can think of kind of like a wise, unintelligent person, right? He's been through some things. He has a connection to people, represented by our heart stat there. But he's big head, no thoughts, right? He can kill you whether you're close or you're far, um, but not very sneaky, not very smart. And that brings us to what's happening now. In the previous two sessions, we decided to leave the flooded lands and head to drier locales, where we found a village that was empty. We did find one survivor, a woman named Qamar, and we decided to help her, try to get her village back, because some shadows had come to life and taken Qamar's people. Uh, After a long trek through the wilderness in session 2, we found them, kind of. They had chosen, they had decided, consented to becoming one with the shadow entities, and they are very happy about that choice. Qamar, not so much. And so Qamar asked us, even after accepting that her family was, that her people were no longer a part of the world as we know it, Qamar has asked us to help her get to the next place. Take me to the next town. Let's find a town where I can start new. And we've agreed. So that's where we are at now. We kind of like, this is, episode 3. I see this in my head as kind of a TV show. So we are kind of that to be continued, right? We didn't finish the scene. We kind of just stopped right there. So we are getting ready to take a journey, and we are not doing too hot. We've got 1 health, 2 spirit. We've got no supply. In fact, I believe we have the unprepared condition. So if we want to make the trip, we're going to have to sojourn. We're actually going to have to spend some time amongst these new shadow residents and attempt to prepare ourselves for the journey to come. I think previously in session 2, we had found a place when the villagers had originally left to go join the shadows. They didn't know exactly what that meant, so they packed up all their stuff, and we found a spot during our trip where they had dropped all that stuff and left it behind them. So they're probably perfectly fine with us taking that as supply and letting us hang out and heal. Kind of let Qamar say her goodbyes. So we're going to attempt a sojourn. Let me try to find the proper move here, though. Settlement, sojourn, there we go. So when you spend time in a community seeking assistance, roll plus heart. If you share a bond, add +1. I don't think we have a bond with the shadow people. No, we have a bond with Qamar, but we do not have a bond with the shadow people. So we're rolling straight heart, and hopefully we will get to recover a little bit. So let me pop into the chat here. Actually, let me go ahead and create a handout for this session. Session 3, on the road again. So, in Ursia's voice, we decided to spend a few days among the shadow villagers to recover our wounds and prepare for the road ahead. So now we're going to make a sojourn roll. So, rolling heart, let's go. Weak hit. On a weak hit, take... Each of your allies may each focus on one of your chosen recover actions and roll plus heart. If you share a bond, add +1. On a strong hit, take +2 more for that action. On a weak hit, take +1 more. On a miss, it goes badly and lose all your benefits. Okay, so we do share a bond with Qamar, so I think if you share a bond, choose... I suppose that's probably with a community that we share a bond with, not our allies. Oh, but we can roll plus heart again, and our ally and us share a bond. Okay, so this is good. This seems cool. So let's roll heart again. Hopefully we get a hit. Strong hit. We get to take +2 more for that action. So we only get to pick one action, but we get to take +2 more than what that action is going to give us. We're going to equip, we're going to clear unprepared, and take +3 supply. And we aren't going to get any health, but at least we won't be unprepared anymore. Oh, and we'll be at the top. Oh, that was spirit. What am I doing? So we'll take +3 supply and take unprepared off. So we'll go ahead and mark that down. Sojourn, weak hit, / with ally, strong hit, +3 supply. So we'll have to recover on the road, is how that's going to go. After giving Qamar some time to say goodbye, we began our trek. And I think I'm going to roll D4 for where we go. Small edit on that, though. Let's see. We are at this mark 6, which is the well. No, we can go either way. So, starting north, going clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. So /R D4. Okay, we are heading west towards the woods. So the different regions here in the Ironlands are, let's see, I have a handout for that. They all have some pretty good descriptions, but I don't have those up currently, but that'll be easy to pull up if we head back into there. So this area here is the Deep Wilds. We are currently in what is known as the Havens, which is described as like rocky, hilly, grassy plains, for lack of a better term. I'll pull up the actual description there. Let me grab the rule book real quick. Oh. There she is. I think I had an error just pop up. All right, the world and the Havens. Here we go. Rolling hills and rocky bluffs, pockets of dense wood, thick with shadow, walled settlements, verdant heaths, wide rivers, and long, harsh winters. And this is the picture here. So I think like the English countryside is kind of where I'm at on that. So yeah, that's where we're hanging out. And so we're gonna cross kind of this larger area. There's a big hill. We're at the peak of a large hill, and we're gonna head down westward on our way to hopefully a new place. So let's take a look at our summary. We have a vow, which is take Qamar to the next town. And I think I'm going to change that as... I think I'm going to change that a little bit. Find Qamar a new place to live. All right. So something else we have 2 experience, which means we could upgrade some assets if we wanted to. So instead of like classes and features and feats, the way that you get stuff in IronSworn is through the assets, through asset collection. There's 4 different types. We only have 2 here. We have combat talents, which make us good with both a bow and an axe. I constantly forget about this talent here. I constantly don't do what I need to do in order to... words are hard today, fellas. I constantly don't think about this and add extra harm when I'm fighting. I gotta get better at that. I think I might have to put an asset thing closer in view. I've got oh, something's acting weird. Let's see what we can work on. There we go. I've got this app here that I built. I think I need to build an asset tracker so that on this screen here next to me, I can see my assets at all time. That's probably what's going to have to happen. Yeah, probably going to have to do that. So anyway, for that, we are going to undertake a journey. So this is how you, just like that sojourn role, this is how you do stuff, right? And actually, before we undertake a journey, I think we're going to try to gather information. I think that's going to be our first move. We're going to talk to the villagers and make an attempt to figure out what's going on. See if the villagers can give us some direction. So let's find the gather information roll. Roll plus wits, that's our worst stat there. We are not tracking a beast or horror. So, yeah, well, let's see if we can gather some information. Strong hit, hey! We discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn and take +2 momentum. All right, so I think instead of taking momentum, which I would love to because their momentum track is currently 0. I think instead of momentum, we should give ourselves +1 on the make a journey, right? Because the information we got was, hey, you know, we asked the shadow people, like, hey, what's up with this hill? What's the quickest way down to the nearest settlement? And through that symbiosis of the shadow, this hill is kind of that shadow's domain. And also it has the knowledge of the villagers that have lived there for for a couple generations. Is able to tell us, yeah, so when you leave the cave, start heading west, you're going to see some trees. You're going to find a rock that looks weird. You're going to go over that rock. They give us kind of like, okay, this is going to be how you go, right? Also, we need to create us a progress track. So make a journey. It's going to be a troublesome, so not an extremely hard journey, because especially with the information we just gleaned. Just moving through the havens to the next town. And because we're at the top of the hill, I'm sure our eyesight's pretty good. So we're going to give ourselves +1 for that gather information on our undertake a journey. Right? So it's a troublesome journey, which means we'll make 3 progress per waypoint. And we roll wits. We're going to get +1 on this one. So where's my mysterious... Oh, I need to... Okay, I changed the title there. Did we not mark our sojourn? Oh well. So, gather information, strong hit, we spoke to the villagers, And they gave us solid directions to make it through this. What's the term for like a grouping of hills, right? Like, because like it's a mountain range, but do hills have ranges? We'll use range. Into the next valley. And like parentheses, +1 to undertake a journey. Then undertake journey. And we're rolling +1s. Let's go. Weak hit. It's not great. You reach a waypoint and mark progress, but suffer 1 supply. Okay. That's fine. We got some supplies. So we're doing all right. I don't want to ever be unprepared again, so I think we're going to take it a little slower on this journey. We were kind of in a rush before. It's how we got out of supply, because we was trying to get to the villagers to save them, because we didn't realize that they wanted what had happened to them. So I think we're going to watch our supply closely, and we're going to make certain to try and take care of that. So back in our note, weak hit. The villagers' directions weren't perfectly clear. I personally don't know how they think a rock looks like a horse. So I didn't see that waypoint. But nevertheless, we made it into the next valley over. I need to space this out a little bit. There we go. So we'll mark progress there. Well, let's take a look at the moves again. So troublesome, 3 progress per waypoint. Oh, can I just click that to mark? Oh, that's cool. Okay. So we undertake another journey. Full miss. That sucks. Reach a way on a miss. You are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. Okay. So how do we want to do that? What do we want the price to be? Let's just roll. The current situation worsens. Okay. -1 supply. The current situation worsens. Let's go to the oracles. So let's think of something, some kind of issue that we could have had. Let's look up a thing. Supply. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. We're gonna make a note to not run out of supply. Well, fjording a river, I tripped and felt something fall out of my bag. What I had hoped would be an easy journey now looks like instead of forgetting to carry good food with us. Looks like I'll be foraging for nuts and berries instead. All right, so we're going to make a supply roll, and if we fail, if we make a weak hit, we won't add to our supply. We'll get to keep +1. If we miss, we'll go unprepared, and that's going to be a problem for us. And on a strong hit, I don't know. Well, let's take a look at the resupply. Hunt, forage, or scavenge, roll plus wits. So yeah, on a strong hit, we'll take 1. On a weak hit, we'll keep 1. And on a miss, we'll find nothing. We will, in fact, become unprepared. Shows edge as an option. Let's take a look at our assets. Do I have anything? No, I don't think we. I don't think we'll have any pluses to this. So wits it is. Weak hit. So I think we will get to keep our 1 supply. We'll take 2 supply. We were trying not to die. So weak hit. We'll just keep one supply, but we'll suffer a momentum. We are at negative momentum now. So we need to take a look at what. Oh, I keep forgetting to remove the oracle there, but that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can pull up my play kit. Let's take a look at what happens when we go to negative momentum. Okay, so now if we roll a 1 on our action die, it will cancel it, which isn't horrible now, but if we continue losing momentum, we're going to be in a hard spot. So, okay. So we managed to not lose our supply. And we are going to make camp. I managed to find something to eat. But it is not a lot. And we are still injured. So we will have to find a safe place to rest. So when you reset, we roll plus supply, which is +1, or just 1. And we may prepare instead of healing. Well, let's see. Let's see. Oh! It is stressful. Okay. The sounds of creatures. Let's ask the Oracle. We're going to do 50-50. On a yes, we hear creatures, and that's what has us on alert. And if not, we'll say it's raining. Yeah. So 50-50. Yeah, so animals. Sounds of creatures in the night kept us up and in a state of alert. I feel no better for having rested. Okay. Weak hit, we will suffer minus supply. but we will mark progress. So we're now at 0. We are unprepared, which is a problem. Because now we'll have to start taking negative spirit and negative health, and we are not doing great. I'm growing tired. Constantly running out of food. Hopefully, Darva willing, we will find our way to a village before the next night. All right, and we do get to mark progress, however. So let's take a look where we're at. Mark progress. We're at 6. So I'm gonna stand by for about for a minute or so, and let you guys decide if there's anyone watching. Do we take the risk and use this 6 and hope for the best and hope we show up at a village? Or do we go ahead and attempt to take a journey one more time? Okay, I'm going to ask the Oracle then. So on a yes, that's what we're doing. We're going to attempt, on a yes, we will attempt to end this journey. The yes takes it. Reach our destination. And we're rolling. Filled progress is 6. Submit. Oh man, couldn't have asked for better. Progress. We will conclude. Oh, that's what this was. So we will modify, get rid of that guy. Reach destination, strong hit. And what does that mean? The situation at your destination favor you, choose one. Make another move now, not a progress move, and add +1, or take +1 momentum. We're sojourning, baby. We show up. Let's create our settlement. Let's do that first. Oh. So, let's generate a settlement with descriptors. Let's go. Woodstone, withered, contested, and civilized. Okay. Don't like that. Across the hill. Light. All right, we're going to just go ahead and save that for now. Because last session also, I fully ran out of... I accidentally lost all of my progress. Everything that I typed, and I had to just type up a quick summary, which I could watch my previous stream, and I just haven't, and retyped everything. But that's not what I'm about. So, Woodstone, withered, contested, civilized. So let's pull out our legend. Map legend. We are going to edit. Seven. Woodstone. Withered, contested, civilized. So, We got some stuff that's not extreme, doesn't seem to play well together. So what does withered, contested, and civilized mean? What does that look like in a place? I think withered, just on the whole, probably means like there's parts of the town that are in disrepair. Like perhaps they started out with a bigger population, and I like that contested actually helps with withered. And maybe they're not so at odds with each other. So it's a place that has a lot of firstborn contact, or perhaps some monsters. Man, yes. So this is a place that's constantly beset by some form of enemy, maybe a monster. I like the idea of monster. I really do. Yeah, do a monster hunt session. Okay. So it's contested in that this settlement is always at risk, but they are civilized people. Perhaps their founders were a little more than your standard distribution of some slightly more posh individuals, or just people that have very strict standards of etiquette. I'm thinking kind of similar to like how Nordic peoples, calling them Vikings, being the job, but like the Nordic folk had very strict ideas about hygiene, right? They were extremely clean, to the point that there were some English things written about them that was like, oh, they suck so hard because they're so clean and pretty and they tempt our women. And it's like, buddy, sounds like you're not working hard enough, right? But whatever. That's neither here nor there. So yeah. So perhaps they have some palisades. Woodstone is a lightly fortified settlement. But when we approached with the setting sun in our eyes, we were called out to and welcomed and told to hurry in before the gates closed for the night. Once in, we took the lay of the land and found many abandoned buildings. I wonder what that's all about. And we're going to get that +1 on our next move, which is going to be a sojourn, so we can recover. But first, let's put this guy on the map. So we headed directly east. We did 2 days of journeying. Just heard a ding, but I don't know what that ding was for. Must not have been important. Anyway, so yeah, let's put this guy on the map. We headed pretty much due east about 2 days. We did 2 journeys, one of which involved making camp. So let's put this guy relatively close, I think. Not quite as close in 5 and 6. But I think there's probably... Oh, why am I don't like that text. Let's do this again. 7. And then... No, wait, we need to select. Delete. Text. Red. Seven. All right, and 7 is Woodstone. So, yeah, as the sun is beginning to set, we're heading west, so of course it's in our eyes. We're tired, we're hungry, we're dirty, and we hear people call out, "Hey, sun's going down. We're about to shut the gates. If you're coming here, get inside." And when we get in there, like, we notice that it's a relatively clean place, and you know, I think the guard, maybe guard's the wrong term, but whoever was in charge of closing the gates, the gatekeeper. Ooh, let's add him to our dramatis persona. It's been a minute since we added some. Since we added someone, so let's. No, not show. I don't have any players here. It's just me and you guys. So let's add the gatekeeper. So let's change our name table, and that's 1, 2. Don't want giant, don't want troll. So that's 4. Let's roll a d4. /r d4. 2. So Ironlander names 2. All right. And we're gonna do basic NPC. Vesna. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not bring that up. But yeah, we rolled Vesna, who is a man, is friendly, talented, and angry. Okay. Oops. Vesna. Vesna is the gatekeeper of Woodstone. After letting us in before shutting the gates for the night, he approached us and gave a formal greeting. So then also, we're going to roll. I want it to be a beast encounter. Maybe. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna ask the Oracle again. If yes, we get to do some monster hunting, boys. And if not, if it says no, we'll roll a settlement trouble on the oracles here. Just a classic settlement trouble. And what's this settlement with descriptors? What did I do with that? Oh, just descriptors. I didn't set it up to just go ahead and give me problems. Okay. Well, maybe I go ahead and create another compound oracle here. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, we're gonna ask the oracle real quick. Let's go ahead and sojourn. No, I want to do this interaction with Desna before we sojourn. So let's bring that guy up. 50-50. We get to go monster hunting. Okay. So when he comes up, and I think he gives us an official welcome. Like, he comes up and is like, "Welcome to Woodstone. Please feel free to walk around. And he gives us like a formal salute, because again, like they got a stringent etiquette protocol here. I am Vesna, gatekeeper, and then at that point, I think he does break the etiquette, and he goes, "And I like to hang out at the bar," or something like that. He gives us a little quip that we think is a little charming, and yeah, you don't want to be out there at night. The beasties can be will tear you limb from limb if they get to you. Bad stuff. But when you're inside the gates, you're safe. That is what the people of Woodstone pride themselves on. Of course, we have to ask about monsters. What kind of monsters? And that is something that I don't have in place in this Oracle creator. But let's go to the rule book, because they do have some like potential foes. And let's see what we have in monsters. Foes and encounters. Firstborn, animals, beasts, like beasts, love beasts. Elder beasts. Oh, so these are like your giant dire. These are extreme rank though. I don't think I particularly want to go after an extreme. Basilisk also. Oh, are these all extreme? That's a dangerous harrow spider, but that doesn't seem correct. Epic rank, extreme rank, extreme rank. Well, if it's a monster that's terrorizing a whole town, it definitely needs to be powerful. So let's take a look at. I need something that'll show me what we got here. I think formidable, maybe. So let's come up with a beastie that would be dangerous for us. Or actually, let's roll a die 6. On evens, it'll be a beast, and on odds, it'll be a monster, like a horror, right? So something that's not innately animalistic. So yeah, /R D6. It's odds. We're doing a horror, boyos. So maybe he didn't tell us. Maybe he's like, it's best not to be out after dark. It's like, why? It's like, it's not safe. And I think when we try to push, he's like, I'll say no more of it. Remember, in the sun you are safe. Welcome to Woodstone. And he's like, we have lodgings over there, and he points out like a tavern, and though you may find it a little dusty, it's been hard to get help since they lost the last girl. Right? Because, like, again, this is a slightly withered town, right? They don't have, their population has been diminished. So, but whatever. We say, okay, we'll worry about that later. So, let's edit. We managed to get into Woodstone before the gates closed. Vesna, the gatekeeper. You know, this is giving me ideas for my app, because there's a lot of, there was a lot of redundancy in the way that I'm recording this, because I have my Dramatis Personae, and I have my map legend, and I have the Session 3 journal entry. And I think it would be interesting if I could make a text editor of sorts that, like, whilst typing in the journal, I could click new character, and it would ask me for a name, ask me for descriptors. Like, it would bring up a character form, right? And I could fill out that form for the character, and it would plug that information into like an NPC tracker, right? Like a document. It would plug that into our Dramatis Personae document. That's exactly what it would do. And it would link. We could have like a little hyperlink here, so that if I was rereading the journal, I could click Vesna and go see him. So something that kind of like will create that, even though there will still be redundancy, it'll do it for us. And I'm adding that to my Scrum board after this stream. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Anyway, back to typing. Vesna the gatekeeper warned us that it was not safe here at night. More shadows? Either way. Either way, he pointed out a tavern where we could rest and recover. And so now we get to sojourn +1 because of that strong hit on finishing our journey. Oh, this is getting frustrating. No, sir. Go back. Thank you. So, settlement. Sojourn. Heart +1. Strong hit. Beautiful. Choose 2 from within the categories below. On a hit, you and your allies may each focus on one of your chosen recover actions and roll +heart again. If you share a bond, add +1. On a strong hit, take +2 more for that action. Okay. So we got a strong hit, so we can choose 2. And so we are definitely going to clear an unprepared ability and take +1 supply. And from within the category. So we gotta, if we choose clear a condition, we can only clear a condition. No, it says 2 from the categories. Yeah, okay, I could choose 2. I can choose 2 things. So we're going to clear a condition, which is we're going to clear that unprepared, and we're also going to recuperate, which is +2 health. And yeah, we're gonna focus, and we're gonna roll hard again to see if we can increase the amount of health. We're gonna focus on health, I think. So yeah, we're gonna roll heart +1. Weak hit, so we only get 1. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna clear debility and take +1 supply. And we're gonna roll again +1 to share that bond with Qamar. So weak hit, weak hit. On a weak hit, we take +1 more, so we will get to take 2 supply. And we will get to clear that unprepared disability, which is great. And I think we're also going to take an attempt heal. So weak hit with ally, weak hit. We were able to get some food and drink, but the tavern keeper, oh, we get to make another NPC. Let's make him. NPC, basic NPC, Kenrick. Who is also a male, who is suspicious, talented, and doomed. The sickly innkeeper of Woodstone. Yeah, I'm just gonna rock as with doomed as if he's sick. That's gonna be the plan there. Yeah. Kenrick told us that we would have to sleep in the main room as he has had no help to keep the private rooms up. And we're going to go ahead and take a heal move as well, because we need to recover some heart, right? So moves, heal, roll plus wits, or whichever is lower. Damn. Oh, man. This is rough. And we got to roll wits. Okay, whatever. Not much I can do here. I gotta make the attempt. Weak hit. But I must suffer -1 supply or -1 momentum. We'll take minus momentum, man. This sucks. But we get to take +2 health. So that'll bring us up to +3. Which is something. It's not nothing. It's not great. But it's something. So, all right. Let's also find Qamar a new place to live. We're going to mark some progress there because we did find this place. So I don't know quite exactly. I think maybe like while we're sitting there drinking, we look at Qamar. Oh, and we're like, hey, how you thinking? How you feeling? And I don't think she's fully sold on it. I think she believes, she's like, this is it's a place, but like there's obviously a big threat. Like the buildings here are, there's a lot of abandoned buildings here. So what does that mean about this town? So we have some suspicions about Woodstone. We're not the biggest fan of it. So I think we need to ask Kendrick, like, hey, what's going on here? So let's compel. Yeah. So, all right, let's while we ate. Also, he's talented. So I think he's really good at cooking. So we were able to get some of the best stew I've had in some time. Tavern keeper, Kenrick. Yeah, okay. So here, while we ate, I attempted to bandage up my wounds. I treated some of my minor wounds and had Qamar look over my attempt. Medical knowledge is a little beyond my abilities. But I manage where I can. Compel. We needed to know Qamar is not sold on Woodstone as a place to live. The abandoned buildings and the abandoned buildings are suspicious. I wonder if Kendrick would tell us what's going on. Compel. All right. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to charm, or just excuse me, where is everyone? What's going on? What you don't have help, and there's abandoned buildings, and like, why does your town seem empty? Like, what's going on here, man? And so yeah, we're gonna roll heart to compel. Weak hit, cool. They ask something of you in turn, envision what they want. Ask the oracle if unsure. I don't know, man. Maybe we look at some trouble. We make a couple of rolls. We're not going to settle on the first one. Nope, hey, I'm going to take it. So yeah, I think we're like, hey man, what's going on? And Kendrick says some stuff like, or Kenrick. Do I keep saying Kendrick or Kenrick? I don't know. And Kenrick's like, look, if you want to know, I'll happily tell you, but you're gonna need to roll up to. You're gonna need to make a trip for me and go pick up some supplies, right? Like you'll have to leave the town tomorrow and go somewhere, right? So yeah, asks us to leave town tomorrow and get um and pick up some supplies from a local farm. Kendrick then tells us that the town keeps being attacked at night. Oh, my headset did not get charged because I suck. So let's plug that in real quick. So we'll see if that will work for us. Attacked at night by let's hop into let's hop into the rule book again, and it's not on this screen, it's on this screen. Let's look at horrors. We got bone walkers. Many horrors can be temporarily defeated but cannot be killed. They are beyond death. So I like the idea of dangerous, but there's a couple of them. Extreme, formidable. I don't. Maybe we'll riff off the frostbound. Oh, so these are like Draugr. Okay. We don't want that. Haunts. Okay. Okay, so I think maybe we'll go after this. Maybe the haunt, kind of, but because they're restless spirits, I don't like that. If you possess the knowledge. Now this could be interesting. This could be interesting. So let's go into our bestiary and start building something. And I'm actually going to take that and put this guy on the other screen so that I can use this kind of bestiary block as a template. Let's go into our handouts. Bestiary. I never made the template because that's the kind of guy that I am. So we're going to call him, we are going to call these people Withered Undead Horror. So rank formidable. Isn't there? Ah, cool. 1 progress per harm. Inflicts 3 harm. What if I did that? Yeah, okay. Features. Dried husks of corpses. Oh, can I do a, what's control? All right, I'm trying to get into formatting my text a little better. features. And how do we'll just click, oh, Control Shift number 7. Okay. Dried, desiccated, oh, I'm still bold. Why am I bold? I don't want that. Go away. Dried, desiccated corpses. Stench of the grave. Long black nails that have hardened to claws. And then drives. To bring their village / family into death with them. What's going on here? Oh no. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that is working. Tactics. Control Shift 7. Z. Control Shift 7. B. And rush in and tear. So yeah, that's our new beast, our withered undead horror. We can close that for now. Attacked by packs of withered. Trying to kill them all. The village's few fighters have already died, and they are barely holding on. The only thing that keeps people here is the fact that they may not get out of range, is the fact that the wizards will get them at night if they do not make it far enough away. Okay. So he asked us to go get the stuff. We're gonna get a progress bar up for that. Okay, done, I guess. Add. Visit the farm and get supplies for Kenrick. Now, this is not an iron vow. It is just a goal that he has given us, a favor he has asked. in return for this information. So, yeah, we'll have that to do. And we also are so tomorrow we got to do that. But that's what we have to do tomorrow. And I think after that, we will probably attempt to track these horrors and find where they're coming from and hopefully stop them before we are killed. So, but that's not. We're gonna take a quick break and go refill my drink, and then we will get back to it, and we will begin our trip to the farm. So yeah, quick 5-ish minute break, and we will be back. All right, welcome back. Back from the break. We are going to wake up after a night sojourning with the community, and we are on our way to a farm to get some stuff for Kenrick. So I think that's going to be the first thing. Yeah, I guess it's not really a journey. We're just heading out of town. So I'm just going to make a single undertake a journey roll. And if it's a weak hit, it'll cost supply. But we'll make it to the farm. On a miss, we'll deal with some stuff. And on a strong hit, we'll make it to the farm, no problem. So yeah. So let's go to moves. There's our under. There she is. So yeah, and we roll it. Weak hit. All right, we'll take some supply. But we make it. We woke up feeling a bit better. And headed out to the farm that Kenrick told us about. Took about half a day. And we came up to a walled off compound. So yeah, I think we come up and it's like this cobblestone wall. And it's like, hey, what the heck is going on here? Like everything has walls. I mean, it's for the withered, obviously, but this is a bit much. And we roll up and we, I guess, knock on the door or call out. Or perhaps during the day the gates are open. It's just like at Woodstone. So there we met. And let's make another NPC. And basic NPC roller. Beltran. A lot of men. Where's all the women at? Sick, powerful, adventurous. A former local to Woodstone. So I think we get there and we find Beltran, who I think is probably like a kind of heavier man, like a bigger dude, maybe a little heavy in the gut since he runs a successful farm. And we get there and he's limping along, and we're like, hey, we've come for Kenrick. And he asked us to pick up some supplies, and I think he's suffered a wither attack and is unable to till his fields. So yeah, I think that's it. Like, hey, yeah, no, the shipments haven't been going out because, again, just like everyone else, I don't have help. I can't till my fields. I'm hurt. And so yeah, that's yeah. But if you'd be willing to help me, I'll happily, like, if what you pull up, you can have half of it. Right. So I think we agree. I don't know. maybe, yeah, because again, he's like, hey, how's it going? You know, I'm injured. I can't do anything. Well met. If you'd be willing to help me, I will happily, like, give Kenrick what we agreed for him to have. And yeah, so I think we're gonna make an iron roll, because I haven't got to roll iron yet in a minute. So we're gonna roll iron to spend a day working in the sun. No modifiers, just that was hard. Well, there goes was probably gonna be a good. Oh nope, better, strong hit. I tilled the man's fields for him and harvested what I could. However, that means that we have spent the rest of the day with him. Do we continue to the town? We will have to stay here until the morning. Yeah, and so let's see, what move can we make here? I think I want to resupply. Man, our supply is always so low. Man. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for resupply. There's resupply. If you hunt, forage, or scavenge, roll plus wits. I don't think we're hunting. I think we're just gonna maybe do. Yeah, I think we're technically gonna make camp with this guy. So we're gonna try to hang out with him. Supply isn't great, but if we can take supply. Oh no, this isn't. Damn. Maybe sojourn, since we have spent some time with him. We'll attempt a sojourn. Where's sojourn? Yeah. Don't share a bond with him, so we're just rolling heart. Weak hit. We get to pick one. That's great. And we're going to take +2 supply. We're going to provision. Okay. Sojourn. Weak hit. Spent night with Beltran. And set off in the morning. Well prepared. And again, this is going to be a single undertake journey roll. Let's see, what did I have on my progress? So the first progress was we made it to the farm. Now we have the supplies, and I'm going to I think we'll just roll this. This will be what we roll, and if we weak hit, we'll just take minus supply, and we'll call this done. Right? And if we miss, then we'll face some stuff in the wild. So let's rock. Boom. Boom diggity. Okay. Conclude journey miss. While on the road back to Woodstone. We noticed. Oh man, what? Let's see. Let's get an action. Defend. So we're gonna get pounced on by an animal of some sort, maybe like hyenas, coyotes of the sort. Nothing horrible, but still a fight, right? And I think yeah, full miss. We're getting fully ambushed. So we're going to start with a clash roll. We're going to add a progress thing. And it's going to be troublesome. Hyenas attack. So yeah, we're carrying our wagon of supplies for Kenrick when the smell of the different foods and stuff attracts some predators. And so we, we're walking, and then all of a sudden, and we are fully attacked. And this is going to be a clash move because we are going to be fully surprised. Face danger. Yeah, no, we're going to straight up clash. Combat moves. Clash. Yeah, so we're just rolling iron. They attack. We come up with our axe. And we roll. Weak hit. They have initiative. We inflict our harm, but pay the price. That's going to be where we get harm. So we mark. And let's take a look. What do formidable foes? Not formidable, troublesome. Inflicts 1 harm. Okay. So we're going to take 1 health damage. And they have initiative, so we're clashing again. And actually, you know what? Oh, 3 progress per harm. And we actually do 2 harm because we have a deadly weapon. So then, moves, combat moves. Oh, what's enter the fray? Oh, we actually, if you are ambushed, roll plus wits. Oh well, we don't have momentum. So we clash again. And so this is with iron. Full miss. Pay the price. Uh-oh. My action has an unintended effect. Oh, man. So I think first things first, we take more harm. And I think maybe we drop our axe. So I think I'm going to try to secure an advantage by like throwing them off of me and getting my axe back. Yeah, we're doing strength. We're throwing them off. We're rolling iron. Let's go. Weak hit. Your advantage is short-lived. We take +1 momentum. But we don't gain an advantage. We take +1 momentum. So I think let's just ask the Oracle, did we get our axe? No, we did not. So we are not fighting with a deadly weapon right now. Okay, and yep, we'll go back to Clash. Rolling with iron. Oh no. Okay, let's take a look at our rules that we have here. Oh, you know what? We didn't roll health to endure harm. Shit. Let's endure harm. Yeah. We also got an opportunity. I think we'll just cancel that miss. Right? Like, Yeah, we'll cancel that miss, and you know what? We're gonna try to turn the tide. Once per fight, when you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe to make a move. Not a progress move. So we're making a move to risk it all to steal initiative, and when we do, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Yeah, I think this is gonna be secure advantage, is what we're gonna do here. Because we're trying to get our X and deal a hefty blow. So where's my combat moves? Oh no, not that. Secure an advantage. And we're rolling with iron. And it's +1. Did I read that right? Oh, man. So we know it's an iron roll, but let's take a look back at this. Turn the tide. Add +1. So we're rolling iron +1 to get initiative. Yep. We're securing advantage. A solid miss? Oh no. Oh shit. And we gotta pay the price. I think they run off with our axe, dudes. We don't have an axe anymore. And we're gonna take more damage. Fuck. Shit. Okay. So now we're just attacking with our hands. It's one harm. And we got a clash. First we'll endure harm. Luckily we get to roll with iron. Strong hit. Shake it off. Health is greater than 0. Suffer -1. Exchange for 1. Nope. We're going to take +1 momentum. And then we clash again. There we go. Strong hit, inflict your harm, and choose one. You have initiative. So we're inflicting our harm. We're going to go ahead and take another momentum to get us at 0. And we're going to mark more hyena's attack. And we're going to, we're going to try to end the fight right now. With our hands, with a rock. So in the fight, when you make a move or a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome. If you do, the challenge dice compared to your progress, momentum is ignored. Okay, let's end the fight. Conclude. Sir, conclude. There we go. Strong hit. Beautiful. So, in the fight, on a strong hit, this foe is no longer there. Killed. Yeah. Or they run, because we lost our axe. They ran off. So I am not happy. I don't have an axe. I'm hurt. Yeah. Okay. We were attacked by coyotes. Maybe wolves. Nah, we'll stick with coyotes. Though we managed to fight them off and send them running. They ran off with my axe. We have to go after them. We're going to do a heal move. So I think maybe Irsia immediately tries to run off. No, Ursia's upset. We're not going to heal. We don't have that option. But we are going to track an animal, which lets us use our Slayer. When you gather information by tracking a beast, or when you secure an advantage by readying yourself, you add +1. So we're going to gather information, tracking this beast or horror. We're going to take +1. Which is great, because that's a wits move. It's not our best. Still a miss. Okay. Let's just see what pay the price says for now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Attract the hyenas to a cave where in the darkness I could see many huddled shapes. Of what looked to be bodies. So many bodies. Are these the withered? When is the next raid? That's rough. Okay, so we have found like a withered cave. That's our surprising development. They appear to be just stored here. Inactive. They haven't responded to our advance, though we still sit in the sun, which may have something to do with that. All right, we're gonna roll in the Oracle. I don't know why. I don't know what to do here. There we have it. As much as it pains me, I have to leave my axe for now. And here, you're going to undertake a journey back to Kenrick. And that is a problem. Oh man, that sucks. Lost my axe. I'm going to take -2 supply here. Yeah, because loss and had to eat some of the wagon supplies to make it in order to make it to the village. So we're not going to get progress for making it back to the village, and we have to roll the progress on the what we have in order to see how Kenrick reacts. Fellas, this does not feel good today. I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh. Complication. Let's see what the Oracle has to say. I don't like... Both of those are bad. When we arrive, the inn is on fire. Can't complete a quest if the guy is dead or trying to save his own life. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Well, that was a disheartening session. I think I'm gonna call it there because this stuff is hurting my feelings a little too much. Yeah, that was hard. We lost our axe, almost died, was ambushed by hyenas, had to farm a field, and then we come back like, hey man, this is what. Oh shit, your place is on fire. Where do we go from there, man? I think we're gonna have to like head off and brave the wilds, and we'll either have to Yeah, we got to get the axe. So, oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to go find what's up with them wizards. We're gonna have to go explore that. But I think we will, because the inn is destroyed, we won't be able to sojourn. We'll have to head off into the wilderness, and any like make camp, we'll have to roll at -1. I think will be a rule. So yeah, because we no longer have an inn to stay at, it is very dangerous at night. Maybe not, because the wizards, like we said, they're trying to take their family and their village. We aren't really a part of that. Maybe that's something we find out. Maybe that's something we ask the orc about next time. We end up with having a withered encounter, and we wonder if they're even interested in us. Yeah. Yeah, maybe something like that. So that does it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for showing up, those of you that have. Uh, I do not know the next time I'm going to stream. Maybe later this week, maybe not. It just kind of depends on what my partner's schedule is looking like. But yeah, I'll be making some posts about it and advertising about it on my Facebook and my YouTube page. If you guys want to tune in, I'd love to have you. And we will continue this story of Irsia the Wild, and hopefully he survives. Yeah, we got to see about buffing out that wits a little bit. Maybe the next time we take experience, we take a path that gives us a bonus to traveling, because this is getting rough. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I am Seraphi, and we will see you on the next one.